Or hello guys, my name is Jack, and today I'll be doing a quick demonstration of the Wurkkos HD01. So as you know, it's one of these small little all-in-one flashlights that carry a whole bunch of functions, And this one I'm super impressed with, and right now I'm gonna show you all the functions, So basically the top button, if you press it once, it shoots a pretty powerful, I'd say, laser, It's a nice green laser, and if you press it twice, that turns on the side light, which has 3 modes. You got the low, medium, and high. But to be honest, the side light, it's kind of more like a slightly more powerful iPhone flashlight, I think if you set it to the medium mode, it pretty much is one, and the high one is a bit better than that, Cool, and for 3 presses, or we get to the fun stuff, So here we got the police lights, the red and blue flashing lights, I think that's pretty cool. And if you double press the same button, it switches to the next mode, which is RGB. And everyone knows I'm a big fan of RGB, since I've got a nice pretty RGB keyboard and stuff. And here we go again, if we do the same thing, we get more RGB. But now we got this nice little waterfall effect, this water drop, this raindrop effect, which is pretty cool. And if you press it again, it cycles back, which is really handy, or maybe not handy, but it's definitely fun. And if you long press or just hold down the top button, or you get to color cycle, you can hold down the same button to cycle through the colors, and it'll stay as a static color once you let it go, which is also pretty cool. But my favorite top button function would still be the laser. I just really like lasers, And next, the bottom button, that's probably your standard flashlight. Double press gives you the turbo, single press, or you can cycle through the normal modes by holding, I'm not quite sure what that was on. You got low, medium, high, low, medium, and high, And then you can double press it for turbo. You can do it while off as well. And it gives a pretty decent output too. Now another one of these rectangular flashlights I bought recently was the Trustfire Mini X3. And as you can see, the Wurkkos HD01 is a bit bigger than that. I believe it has a bigger battery, but it's also bulkier, and in my opinion, not quite as pretty. This is on. So anyway, let's do a quick comparison of the lights between these two. Let's switch to the laser mode first. As you can see, the HD01 has a much stronger laser. I'll be honest, when I started up the Mini X3's laser for the first time, I was a little bit underwhelmed. And the HD01 is kind of remedying that issue, But that being said, I still very much love my Mini X3, and I think it's one of the best little handheld rectangular flashlights you can get, Anyway, let's try the main light. Let's do the maximum output, So for the Trustfire, you gotta hold down it. This is UV. Okay, I believe this is probably the highest output. Wait, no, this is. And we'll go on turbo with this, Let's get this box out of here. I would say they're pretty similar. Maybe the HD01's a bit brighter. But to be honest, I could probably just read the specs, Anyway, let's check out the third option. For the HD01, it would be the side light, and for the Mini X3, it'd be the rear light. I believe this one is around 300 lumens. This one, I can't say it matches that, Probably not a great idea to compare the two, as this one's super floody, and this one does have a slight hotspot, Well, anyway, I just personally really prefer the aesthetics of this one. On the outside, looks very well designed. Everything is super tight, super clean, and super polished. Oh yeah, now that's what I call good looking outward design. Both of them feature USB-C, but one thing I really like about the HD01 is that you can have both the laser and the main light on at the same time. Now for a lot of people I think that might be a game changer, and personally for me, well, I think it kinda is, eh? But overall, I'm super impressed with both these lights. I believe the Mini X3 is a bit more expensive, but it does feel like a more nicer product on the outside, eh? It looks a bit more polished, it feels cleaner. The HD01, it's kinda ugly, but it has super good features, eh? I think the performance is in general a lot better, or the outputs are stronger. If only it had a UV light, eh? Or that would be a dream. But honestly, I'm super happy with both of these lights, and I would recommend either of them. Anyway, that's been my review. My name has been Jack, and I hope you've had a good one, and I will see you in the next one, eh?